man, what's going on, family? How's everybody doing? Can y'all hear me good? Can everybody hear me correctly? Let me get my camera working right. All right. Get everything looking correct. Glad to have everybody tuning in. Check out my Case Ultra shirt. I got this from my boy Case Ultra. Y'all can get that at caseultra.com. Shout out to my man Danny Case. He always sends me a lot of fly shirts. So I'm rocking my man Case Ultra shirt today. Glad to have everybody tuning in. A lot of stuff we're going to talk about on tonight's show. You know, we kind of freestyle it, but there's some things that I wanted to touch on. I want to touch on the UK. I'm doing a lecture in the UK. I want to touch on my upcoming lecture in Chicago. That's going to be on the 28th. So that's finally confirmed. Want to talk about what's going on down in Selma, or what happened in Selma with the whole the 50th anniversary march. I want to touch on that. And there's a new quick crispy episode tonight. So you guys stay tuned for that. By popular demand, people have been asking for the crispy episode. So in about an hour, we're going to play a quick episode of the Crispy Show, the puppet show. She said, tell your boo, Idris Elba. Idris is out here. Idris was, he's out here in California. Now, we're not talking about, beefs and nothing like that. We're not talking, because like I said, that whole beef thing, as far as I'm concerned, on my end, is definitely squashed. That whole beef thing is squashed. It's over. I got nothing else to say about it. So we're not even discussing that. That's a non-factor at this point. And everybody, we're going to move on from that. We said what we had to say. Our side said what we had to say. So we're going to move on from that, family. We got bigger fish to fry. Oh, and again, I can't start off without thanking everybody. Let me thank everybody for contributing to Hidden Colors 4. Let me let y'all know where we are. We're over the $100,000 mark right now. So shout out to everybody who has contributed. We're actually at $101,345. So we're doing great right now. We got 9 days left for the Kickstarter campaign. So everybody, if you have contributed already, we need you to do it one more time. Put a little something on it. Let's double down on it so we can really get it popping and send a message that Black is definitely back. And that Black empowerment and melanoid empowerment globally is something that people are interested in. And the numbers right here show. Numbers don't lie. This shows that people in the melanated community, we're down for education, we're down for empowerment, we're down to hear constructive information. And that just rejects the notion that we gravitate primarily towards ratchetness and negativity. That shows that there's an empowerment mentality that's out there within the community, and that needs to be focused on. So that's why I'm so extremely proud of everybody who has contributed so far. And you can go to Kickstarter. Let me put the link up in the chat room, kickstarter.com, and then go to type in Hidden Colors 4. Let me make sure I can allow links in the room, family. So, okay, let me put the link up again. Yeah, man, people are waking up, man, and that's a great thing. The mood is changing. I'm allowing links right now. But everybody, if you contributed, double down. Let's do it again. We need you to contribute again. Let's really get it. Let's get it popping. Because again, those in the dominant society, their projects, man, it could be about any minute thing. It gets funded literally overnight. And that's because they understand the importance of group economics, and they understand the importance of supporting each other. So we got to get that same code. I was listening to Brother Neely Fuller, who, I always listen to Neely Fuller, and somebody called his show asking, should Black people learn to like each other first? And he said, absolutely not, because we'll be waiting forever for Black people to start liking each other before we get a code of conduct. Even if we don't like each other, let's get a code of conduct. And that code is empowerment at all cost. Yes, and speaking of Chicago, I'm going to be in Chicago March 28th. So at the end of this month, Saturday, March 28th, at the Women's Expo out there in Chicago. I'm doing a big lecture out there. It's going to be off the chain. That's March 28th this month in Chicago. It's going to be huge. It's called A Conversation with Tariq Nasheed. So I'm going to be dropping all types of hot fire. It's going to be on and popping. And I will find out more information about the venue and all that stuff. They sent it to me, but I just have to post it up on the websites and everything like that. Yeah, man, Darren Wilson, man, you said Darren Wilson got 300,000. Man, Darren Wilson got millions, over $1 million. 300,000 that's lowballing. Darren Wilson got well over $1 million. Hell, the dude, that white cop who raped them sisters out there in Oklahoma, got donations. Do that. Now, I don't get into why certain people won't be in Hidden Colors 4. There's a lot of people who are not going to be in it. And we're getting a lot of new faces in there. So, we're going to switch it up a little bit. We got a couple of people who have been in the other Hidden Colors series, but we got a whole bunch of new people. We got a brand new crop of people that we're going to put in. So I'm pretty sure that people want to see new folks. So we got some real good people that's down. I'm going to announce that soon. Well, yeah, we got some new people that I want to introduce to the new generation. What's up, Geechee Dan? Tell OT, I don't know who that is, brother. Yeah, we definitely need a code of conduct, and I'm gonna talk about that heavy in London. If you guys are anywhere in Europe, y'all need to come over to London next Sunday. That's my lecture is gonna be next Sunday. So I don't know if I'm gonna be on here. I don't know if I'm doing a live view stream. I don't know because the time difference. I don't know. But my lecture in London is going to be next Sunday, and the game in the fire is going to be real hot. The fire is going to be real hot. See, has Dr. Ben passed? Because I know earlier I saw on Facebook that he was, close to transitioning. That was the report for Dr. Ben, that he was close to transitioning. So I don't know if he passed. I don't know if Brother Dr. Ben passed yet. But from what I understand, he's close to transitioning. Okay. Shout out to Brother Umar, too. Umar's still getting the money up for his school. Yeah, I did see that Adrian Broner fight. I loved it. I loved it. So again, let me give y'all the Kickstarter link. Everybody, if you have not contributed, you should definitely contribute now. That's the link right there to Kickstarter. If you have not contributed, and if you have contributed, we need you to double down, family. We need to really send a message out here, and I'm proud of everybody that has contributed. Because the thing is, man, when you contribute to projects like this, especially the people who come on as producers, and we put a lot of people in the special thanks segment, so this way, your participation can be documented historically. Because Hidden Colors, this is a historical film series, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying that very humbly, because again, I've been doing international press. I was I did a couple of interviews with the BBC this weekend. I did one yesterday. I did one this morning, with this afternoon actually, and they were talking about how there's so many people out there are talking about it. And just globally, man, the Hidden Colors series has just resonated with melanated people around the world, man. And I'm so glad to have you brothers and sisters, especially my listeners here on the Sunday show, all the people who have become involved with it, man, to make it really pop off. And we're going to get it cracking, and we're going to continue to make it popping. And again, but it's making noise all over the world, man. And we got any UK people in here? Because, man, it's going to go down in the UK. Let me tell you something. I did a lot of press for the UK. I'm doing a lot of magazine and newspaper articles. And I'm dropping some heat. And I did a pre-recorded interview with one BBC radio station. Because there's several BBC-owned stations in the UK. And I was talking to a DJ yesterday, and we were recording the interview. And I was just, talking like I kind of talk here. We're talking about racism, and he was kind of giving a little pushback, like, well, what about now? And this is another thing. A lot of times when I'm talking to people on the phone, I don't know if I'm talking to a black person or a white person. I don't know because everybody has the English accent, so I can't tell who I'm talking to. What's up, Prospect? Which radio station cut me off, Prospect? Oh, well, you're just asking. Okay, you're asking. You're asking. But you got to be. But it was one station, not the one today. The station I did today at the BBC, that was live. That was live on the air. That was pretty smooth. And they were recording this interview I did with them yesterday at this other station in the UK. And the guy was talking about black supremacy. Is there black supremacy? And I'm like, no, man. I'm talking about white supremacy, and I'm breaking down white supremacy. And he started kind of getting nervous, and he was like, oh, I don't know if we could say that on the air. We might have to cut that out. I'm like, what? So they're censoring me. They was censoring me a little bit. And he was talking about, so what are the solutions? Is this the hidden colors? Is that just another thing where black people are talking about problems? I'm like, do they got they don't have a train over there, do they? But I don't know. The guy just could have been just pushing back a little bit. Pimp sauce, pimp barbecue, I'm going to ban you. Ask another dumbass question, I'm going to ban you. It's that simple, dude. Chill out. But the guy was asking me, like, okay, what are the things that black people should do to protect themselves from white supremacy and racism? I said, well, get a code of conduct, economics. So, I was just talking about a bunch of different things, and the guy was like, what else? I said, well, we need economics. So he was like, well, economic, I don't know. Economic empowerment, that sounds like black supremacy. Something like, he was saying stuff like that. I was like, well, we need economics to protect ourselves, from the violence of white supremacy. We need to protect ourselves with our economy, so we can educate ourselves. We need to be protected militarily. And when I said that, hey, we can't say that on the BBC. We're not going to be able to say that. The dude just kind of freaked out. I'm like, good Lord. I'm like, man, I really can't wait to get over there now. I really can't wait to get over there now. My dude freaked the hell out when I said we need to protect ourselves economically, educationally, and possibly militarily if we need to. And he freaked the fuck out when I said that. Then the publicist called me. Oh, well, Tariq, when we do these interviews with the BBC, that's the, we can't use the words white supremacy. Don't use military or militant. I mean, I said, okay, all right. Okay, I'm not to, I got to be tactful now that I know what I'm working with here, okay? So I got to be tactful now that I know what I'm working with here, all right? So it's going to be very interesting when I get over there, because I do have to remember where I'm talking to media in Europe, so they ain't gonna let you, So I got to really word my shit a certain way. But I'm gonna spit that hot fire when I get there, though. In the media, I got to work it a little bit. I can be tactful, but let me tell you something. I'm letting y'all know when I get at the lecture, it ain't gonna be no holds bars, man. I'm going in. Yeah, that British press, I see. That British press is nothing to play with, is it? Man, that's why y'all know they banned Farrakhan from even going to the UK. Y'all know that, right? They don't even let Farrakhan go over there. So hopefully I don't want to go in too hard and get banned. But I'm just going to talk. I got to keep it 100. I'm just going to talk about what's going on. I'm not going to go over there and bullshit the brothers and sisters in the UK. If I'm going to hurt people's feelings, your feelings are just going to get hurt. But I just got to go over there and just talk about what's going on. Yeah, they banned Snoop too. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they banned Farrakhan. I think the ban is still there. They still have a ban on Farrakhan. They're like, if black folks are speaking the truth, they like, you ain't coming up in the UK. Yeah, y'all better look that up. Yeah, so I can tell, you know, just by certain interviews, man, they get shook. You say I'm saying a little lightweight shit, and they're getting shook already. I'm saying lightweight stuff. So I'm gonna be tactful. I mean, in the press, in the media, because I got a lot of television interviews when I get over there. When I get over there, I got a whole bunch of radio and television stuff. So even when I was doing an interview with another magazine over there, and we were talking on Skype. This was a white dude, real good dude, real cool dude. And even when I'm talking to him, he talked like I was hurting his feelings. I'm breaking down racism. It was just that shit was hurting his soul. Brazil, that band is still current. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But yeah, man, they'll censor the hell out of you over there in the UK, man. Especially in their media, they don't let you, you know. But I gotta. That's why they're bringing me over, man. The brothers and sisters in the streets, they bringing me over, man, to spit that hot fire. Dollar Layla Africa. I've been trying to reach out to Brother Africa, man. I really want to get Brother Africa, Layla Africa, in Hidden Colors 4. So he's been out the country because we reached out to him. We haven't gotten a response, so I'm assuming he's still out the country. Now I think Tahuti's going to be over there too. Tahuti's going to be over there. Yeah, I see that. Then they're not used to hearing you talk like that, especially black people just really going in, because what happens is that when a lot of black people, you got a lot of brothers and sisters in the UK who are coming over from Africa. So, they're coming from a lot of places that are impoverished and destitute. So they don't want to rock the boat. They just kind of, it's like, oh, let me keep my mouth shut. They don't want to rock the boat and get deported or nothing. So I get it. I get that. I get that. Oh, Tahuti, he was on there. Tahuti was on the BBC. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, so the information, man, I'm gonna go out there and get it in. I'm gonna go out there and get it in. The game is gonna be hot, man. Y'all need to go if you're in hell. If you're in New York, y'all need to fly over there or something. Get tickets at back to the number two blackempire.com. Back to blackempire.com. And let me say some real good brothers and sisters over there too. There are a lot of brothers and sisters over there in the UK who are about that life and they want to get shit done. So let's not, I don't want to paint a picture of brothers and sisters over there as these passive, scared people, because there are some brothers over there in Europe that's about that life. Man, when I was in Holland, I saw some botted ass black folks over there, man. I saw some brothers and sisters over there that was ready to go down with shit. They were ready to get it in. Man, when I was in Holland, because y'all saw when I went to Holland, I had a couple of sold out lectures out there, man. There was some brothers and sisters that were ready to rock out. Brothers was like, hey, man, you know, when we gonna start sharpening our knives and getting it in? I'm like, damn. Yeah. Man, we're gonna talk deep in the UK because see, the racism is different. It's somewhat more subtle, and we got to talk about that. There's a lot we got to talk about when I get there, man. It's gonna be real heavy. I saw somebody sent me that Huffington Post writer where my man Jason Black was going in on her. He was lightweight going in on it. He just dismantled her whole shit. I heard that today. Somebody sent it to me, and some lady who's a writer, she's a black lesbian female who's supposed to be teaching at some university, by the way, and she's a writer for the Huffington Post, and she wrote something that was somewhat disparaging of Dr. Boyce Watkins, and TBA Jason Black just dismantled her whole argument, man. She started talking that intersectionality stuff. Man, I'm gonna touch on that so heavy. I'm gonna touch on all that intersectionality. I'm gonna touch on that in the UK. Also, I'm gonna touch on that when I come to Chicago. Yeah, Bill Mason. After, dude. Oh, I'm gonna touch on that intersection. That's the new little code word for some of these pretend black feminists. That's their new little code word. I'm talking about all that stuff. I'm gonna break that bullshit down, man. Y'all just need to come on out, man. The game is gonna be real heavy. The game is gonna be real heavy. How many folks we got in the room? We got a lot. We in here heavy. Now, coming up around close to the 8 o'clock hour, folks, don't forget we got a brand new Crispy Show episode tonight. By popular demand, a lot of people have been asking for new Crispy episodes. So this is a short, we got a short Crispy episode that's coming up. Who the hell is this? Oh, okay. We got a quick one. It's a short one because Crispy has a message that he wants to, he needs a little help on something. Crispy has a crowdfunding project that he needs help with. So that's coming up. That's going to come up pretty soon in the next 30 minutes. So y'all let everybody know on Twitter and Facebook that a new Crispy episode is coming up. The Crispy Puppet episode is coming up. And you don't want to miss this one. Oh, I didn't see the Obama Selma speech. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. And my thing is, everybody's kind of talking about the 50th anniversary of Selma, and we talking about these symbolic gestures. So Obama and them, they went out there with Sharpton, and they did a symbolic march. They're marching around, and I'm like, I'm tired of the symbolisms. Look, man, let's be very honest. The white supremacists, they've tricked black people into believing that getting your ass whooped is somehow indicative of progress. Getting beat up with dog sicked on you and then them not doing it is progress. Them not sicking dogs on you in your mind is progress. And we sit up and buy into that bullshit. That is not progress. Not having them beat us up and sick dogs on us is not progress. And let's stop talking about the whole voting rights and all that, because voting hasn't helped shit. Selma, Alabama, for black people in 2015 is more messed up than what it was back in 1965, if we're going to be very honest. Black people, not only in Selma, but in all of Alabama, are doing worse. Let's just be honest, man. Let's just talk real. Let's stop playing. Dude, I lived in Alabama. You dig? Alabama right now for black people is worse than what it was in the 1960s. Because at least in the 1960s, we did own some things. We don't own nothing now. Most black people are down there living damn near by the poverty line. Brothers down there getting funneled in and out of jail. It ain't nothing happened. I did an article for one of the newspapers in the UK. I think The Voice, that's what it was. And the title of the article, and let me see if I can post. Can somebody post the link to that article I did with The Voice? I said, what did I say in the article? The headline was, what was I don't want to misquote myself. I forgot what the headline is. Hold on. Let me find what the headline is. Let me find that for you, because the headline is a good headline. Let me find it for you. Let me look at my Facebook page. It's on my Facebook page. Hold on one second. Let me find my own quote. There's all this shit on my Facebook page. Okay. This is the quote in the UK thing. The quote was, "Black people are not going backwards. We never went forward." I'm going to say that again. We're not going backwards whatsoever. We never went forward. And that's not incorrect in saying that. We haven't went forward, really. If we talk about dealing with racism in America, we haven't went forward. We have little symbolic gestures, but we haven't really gone forward. What's the difference between how we live in now and how we were living in 1865 in comparison to the rest of the country? See, the thing is, some people are trying to point out technology. You think because you got a damn iPhone that you're progressing, but not in comparison to the rest of society. You dig? Because back in 65, the mode of communication was horseback. All right? So the dominant white society, they had horses, and black people had little broken down donkeys. So you had that, but it's still compared to the dominant society, you were not doing as well compared to the dominant society. Yeah, black people think that nigger trinkets, like just because you get to wear Jordans and you can get a purse from the mall and you can get some $100 skinny jeans, you think you're progressing. We have not progressed as compared to the dominant society. And that's something that we have to be very, very honest about and work from that standpoint. Jeff Benjamin, what is he talking about? That's true, Will, man. A lot of black folks don't want to come to terms with that reality, man. That's a harsh reality. Okay, let's go to the black sports stars. Let's go there. Because in 1865, you had black people who were not, I was about to say lawn jockeys, but who were horse jockeys. Let's go back to horses. In around 1865 and before that, the top sport was horse racing, because it goes back to horses. Some of the biggest horse racers at the time were black people. A lot of them were enslaved. And even though there were black people, a handful of them, who were making money as horse racers, the white supremacists would still come up with ways to disempower them and take their money away from them at the end of their careers. And what happened is that they started replacing them altogether. They started replacing the horse racers, the black horse jockeys altogether. And they started to bring in people from different countries. Just like with baseball. With baseball, man, you have all these superstar baseball players, and they don't want that. They don't want that. Look, if the white supremacists could replace you with people with comparable skills, they would do so. Who is this? Hold on. Why not raise money to move to Africa? Do you think we have enough documentary? Okay, he's just trolling. Well, move to Africa for what, brother? Africa's colonized. Let's stop all this talk about moving to somewhere. There ain't no place to move. We got to get off that bullshit too. Let's get off all that. Let's move somewhere, dude. White supremacy is everywhere, dude. And I've talked about this on the interviews that I've done. And yeah, Jeff, if you want to call up, man, feel free to call up. But let's get off that whole we need to move somewhere shit. Ain't nowhere to move. White supremacy is everywhere. There's not one spot on this planet that's not dominated by white supremacy. That's a harsh reality. That is a harsh reality. Yeah, Africa's so colonized, man. Let's stop it. Let's see who we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling? Hello? Okay, somebody just wanted to call and hear their voice. All right. How about frontier colonies? See, what we need to do, man, you have to get your group economic game on. There's no way around that. Even if you don't like other black folks, man, you got to get your group economic game on. There's just no way around that. What's up, man? You just called. What's up? Who's this?
Yeah, how you doing, bro?
What's up? Who's this?
Nah, this is DC from Harlem.
All right, man. What's going on with you, player?
Nah, I'm just telling, bro. Like, I just want to make one quick point, but like, I've been traveling like a lot of places in the U.S., up north, down south, and I haven't traveled too much out of the country. One thing I've been noticing is that these white people ain't playing with their military game and they getting their guns up.
Yeah.
But we just want to party and do all this other irrelevant shit when we need to be focused on our money and our guns. But I've been doing that, got my license and all that, because I ain't playing. I'm sorry, I can't be a coward forever.
Yes, I feel you, man. Much respect. Thank you for the call, man. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. With us, man, with black folks, man, we are taught to just party like it's 1999. If y'all remember the song by Prince, the 1999 song, the song was about the world ending, and while the world was ending and just shit just being destroyed, they're partying. Let's just party like it's the last day on earth. That's what the Prince song 1999 was about. We're just gonna party because that's the mentality we have. We're just gonna party. The world around us is being destroyed. The earth is just dismantling, and we're just gonna have a big ass party. Song came out in 1982. And that's what we do now, man. Shit is going on around us. The white supremacists are raising millions of dollars for their killers. Black folks are being gunned down. Brother shot out here in LA. Brother shot out there in Wisconsin a couple of nights ago. I mean, we're just getting picked off. And you go to our Instagram and we up in the club with a bottle. We in the club with the bottle. Turn up. Turn up. We still playing. And it's 1999 right now. We still out here partying and drinking and turning up. And it's 1999. The proverbial 1999. Because it's been 1999 for us. So we got to get serious and we got to start getting that code of conduct. Ain't no way around that. What's going on? Who's calling?
Hey, Tariq, yeah, what's going on, man? This is Cal from Montgomery.
Hey, Cal from Montgomery. How you doing, fam?
I'm doing good, man. Yo, about the whole Selma thing, and I actually have a question after that, but I just wanted to say, man, Obama's sitting here talking about we are so proud that we made progress through nonviolent measures. Just like you said before, what kind of progress have we made for real?
Exactly. There ain't no progress.
What progress? And I'm down here in Alabama, man. But I had a question, yo.
Yes.
Do you think what are there some factors that you think contribute to the increase in the religion of white supremacy? Like for white people who are kind of on the fence, like will Black progress make them, like will it increase the numbers, or how do you feel about that?
There's always going to be a pushback. Anytime there's Black progress, there has always been a pushback. But shit, there's going to be a pushback without it. But we got to make a choice because again, I was on the BBC earlier and yesterday when the guy was. And this is the guy I was talking to on the BBC yesterday. He was just really freaked out by the shit I was saying. And the stuff I was saying, he was like, well, some of your views are radical. People like Malcolm X don't like you, and he was assassinated. Do you think that would happen to someone like you? I'm like, well, damn, bro. I said, well, even if we don't talk the way I'm talking, we're still getting targeted and people are still harming us. So we might as well stand up for ourselves and speak up for ourselves because we're getting harmed even if we don't. So it's damned if we do, damned if we don't. Black people think that if we just hold our head down, that white supremacy is just gonna kind of glance over us, and that's just not happening, man. They're picking us up off of Skid Row and killing us. Black folks are just like, look, I'm homeless. I'm on Skid Row. I don't have shit. I'm not a threat. Leave me alone, white supremacy. And they done went down there and shot them. So there's no sanctuary. There's zero right now. So you might as well stand up for yourself and empower yourself. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you, man. Right on, dude. And I appreciate everything you do, brother.
Thank you, brother. Dude, I mean, shit, what you scared of, dude? There ain't no hiding no more. Ain't no hiding no more. What's up, Goon? You want to call? The phone number is 818-850-5404. All my UK brothers call in. I want some of my brothers and sisters from the UK to call in. I want to see what's on your mind. All my UK brothers and sisters call in. 818-850-5404. Real talk, man. Hell, he talked about Malcolm X, but hell, Dr. King was like, okay, I love everybody. Let's not be violence. Everybody hold hands, and they shot him. I heard, man, I just talked about that. Knock Tony Robinson in Madison, Wisconsin. And I know they're people are getting turned up out there over that, too. Yeah, man, we get to talk in this all-inclusive talk. And that, man. So I can't wait to spit this hot fire next week, man. Y'all need to come out, man. It's going to be some real-ass talk. Let's see who we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Yo, what's up, Tariq?
What's up? Who's this?
This is Travis.
Where you calling from, Travis?
Oh, I'm calling from New Orleans.
What's on your mind, Travis?
Man, I just wanted to just say something like really quickly. Like, I mean, you were talking about like with economics and stuff like that.
Yes.
But what about like the people that like kind of feel comfortable like working for, like, I guess the white people that's in power?
Right. Well, the thing is, what's happening,
So,
man, that comfort. See, black folks in the 1960s, they thought that just getting a job and just sitting up on white people forever, that's going to last forever. And those days are over. Those days are over where you're just going to sit up on the people in the dominant white society and just be the good Negro and have them take care of you. Those days are over because now they're bringing in the Hispanic community. They're taking over these jobs. They're bringing over East Indian people. That's why whenever you call someplace, there's an East Indian person answering the phone, so they're outsourcing those jobs. The only jobs they're going to have for black people is in the prison industrial complex, brother. So we got to come to terms with that. The day of the Geechee is over, man. And we got to start empowering ourselves. We got to get out of that comfort zone. So if there's black people who sit up and think that massa is going to keep taking care of them, they can sit up on the massa and just giggle all day. And those days are over. They're going to get a rude awakening. And I'm not really... They're going to just be on their own. I'm trying to get to people who are thinking about empowerment right now. That's all I'm thinking about. You feel me?
all right, man.
Thank you, brother. See, my thing is, I'm not one of those, we got to save all the black people thing. Look, dude, there's some black folks who don't want to be saved. There's some black folks who want to party like it's 1999. I'm not trying to save them. If you're fine with what's going on right now, what I have to say in my movies are not for you. If you feel like everything is cool and what about black on black crime, I'm not trying to convince those niggas of nothing. You sit around wasting time with folks like that, man, they will drag you down with them. If there's a sinking ship and a motherfucker want to act like he's on the Titanic and play while the sink is shipping, no, I'm on that lifeboat rowing. I'm rowing my ass off. I'm not about to go and try to convince him to get off the sinking ship so I can sink with him. Hell no. Deuces, nigga. Deuces. All right? You coming? No, you good? I'm just keep on rowing my boat. Let you sink. So you can be like Leonardo DiCaprio. You trying to save somebody. All these old Leonardo DiCaprio ass niggas out here. You out here trying to save Rose. I ain't trying to save Rose. Let Rose thick ass drown. If I was in Titanic, shit. I would have sent Rose a smoke signal from land. I would have been on shore. I would have sent up a damn flare gun at her ass. I wouldn't be out there trying to row and save her. That's me. That's how I get down. I'm not in the save a coon business. I ain't in that. What's up, Ty? You say you're having a hard time with your business plan. What's your business plan? All right. I want my UK people to call up. What's up? Who's calling?
Yeah, this is Josh from Jacksonville, Florida. How you doing, Tariq?
I'm good, Josh. What's on your mind, player?
Yeah, I was trying to find out, man. Have you ever checked out that footage they had on the guy that was homeless in LA?
Yeah, I saw it, man. I saw it. I was just downtown. I got to go downtown tomorrow, as a matter of fact. But I was just down there. I was downtown. So I know that area, man. Unfortunately, there's a lot of brothers and sisters, who are drugged out and homeless, who are scattered around downtown, man. And the white supremacists are sending a message, man. They're sending us a message that there's no sanctuary for any of us. Any of us can get targeted. So we got to start getting serious about having a code where we can get our economic game up to empower ourselves, to protect ourselves, man. You feel me?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. And I appreciate everything you've been doing, too.
Thank you,
Much
man.
love.
Thank you, brother. All right, y'all. Just in about 15 minutes, we're going to play a brand new episode of The Crispy Show. It's going to be a short episode. So let everybody know in 15 minutes, we're going to play a new episode of The Crispy Puppet Show, ladies and gentlemen. We're in here heavy. Yeah, man, I heard the Chris Johnson, the football player Chris Johnson, who got shot? It was a football player who got killed in a drive-by or got shot. Not Chris Johnson, but it was an athlete who got shot in a drive-by. I talked about Byron Allen last week. I talked about how he was making power moves. I'm a big fan of Byron Allen because Byron Allen is about ownership. And I talked about that last week, so you can listen to last week's playback. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Who's calling?
Yes, my name is Marvin.
Marvin, where you calling from, brother?
I'm calling from the D.C. area.
All right, what's on your mind, Marvin?
Yeah, I just wanted to call to ask you, why don't you think our people like to read? There's a lot of folks who, they say they're interested in trying to grow, trying to understand the system of oppression we're living in. I buy them books, books on the issues, and they just don't read.
Yeah, that's a cultural thing that was programmed into us by the white supremacists, man. And that got started in slavery. And we have a lot, and I talk about this a lot, man. We have a lot of leftover baggage and psychological shrapnel left over from slavery. And remember, during not just slavery, but even during the Jim Crow era, black people who could read were looked at as a threat. And let's go to slavery. In slavery, if you could read, that was a crime. It was literally a crime for you to read. If you read, if people knew you could read, you could get killed. So there was an incentive for black people to act childish, to act unintelligent, and to just be dumbed down. And that was a way to survive. And even during the Jim Crow era, if a black person seemed like he was a little bit too smart or too witty, the white supremacists would hold resources away from him. They would look at that person as being a threat, and they wouldn't give him things. In the movie Cadillac Records, there was a scene a lot of people miss. It was kind of a throwaway scene where the character Muddy Waters, the singer, he was working, I think, on an ice truck, and he made some recordings that some record producers heard, and they went looking for him. And there was a white guy who walked up to him in Chicago. He's like, "Hey, man, are you Muddy Waters?" And at first he was like, well, how can I help you, boss? What can I do for you, boss? And the guy said, the white man said, "Okay, well, you ain't got to do all that boss stuff. I'm a record producer, so you don't have to do all that, boss." And so Muddy Waters said, "Okay, well, fuck off then." So he stopped. So he stopped that con job. That was a con job he was doing, acting country, acting silly, acting slow, and a lot of black people had to do that. They had to, even if you were intelligent, you had to dumb yourself down when you got around people in the dominant society. Even in the movie Django, remember in the movie Django, the Steven character was like, "Hey, who that nigga over there?" All that. But when the Steven character got behind closed doors, he could talk a little bit intelligently. You dig? So intelligence has oftentimes been seemed as a threat to the dominant society, and subconsciously black people know this. So this is one thing that has discouraged a lot of us from reading. Not all, because a lot of black people can read, but
Absolutely.
for some of us, it's been a threat for us to be smarter than those in the dominant society.
How do we break people out of that?
Just let them know what we're doing now with the Hidden Colors series, to let them know that you can be intelligent, you can be empowered, you can still be fly. You don't have to buckle and bow down to white supremacy. You don't have to play the Uncle Tom's Cabin role. And just let people know that it's okay to be intelligent. Remember, man, in the 90s, black intelligence became something that was in vogue because you had a lot of rappers who were intelligent. Remember, back in the late 80s, early 90s, you had Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, the Brand Nubian. You had the rappers like Kumo D. They were real intelligent, man. Extremely intelligent. And their lyrics were more complex. And they would judge each other based on how complex their lyrics were, just like KRS, all of these legends. And when the white supremacists saw this and the impact that it was making on black society, because at the time in the 90s, you had so many conscious black people, bringing in people like Khalid Muhammad, Dr. John Henry Clark, bringing them into schools and universities to do lectures. The white supremacists said, okay, we got to change this up. So then they made a concentrated effort to dumb down the rap music. Now, when you listen to rappers now, you don't even know what the fuck they're saying, let alone making any kind of sense. You can't even make out what they're saying these days. And that's definitely by design. So we have to make it fly and cool again on our own to be intelligent. You feel me?
I feel you.
There you go. Thank you for the call, brother.
All right, brother.
That's why, as family, it's so important to support the Hidden Colors Project, man, because we can't sit up here and just keep begging the dominant society to give us things that's going to empower us. That it don't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. We got to empower ourselves. Let me get one more call. What's up? Who's calling? What did this nigga do? Did this nigga sneeze? That nigga got a pubic hair caught up in his nose and he sneezed. Yeah, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, them dudes, man. They drop heat, man. Just listen, go back, man. The pinnacle of hip hop was 1988. I remember 1988 like it was yesterday, man. And no era or no year had the best rappers out and the best albums and the most classic joints than 1988. 1988 was the pinnacle year for hip hop lyricism, man. I'm telling you, 88 was that year, dude. You had Kane, NWA, you had Intelligent Hoodlum, you had Jazzy Jeff Fresh Prince. I mean, you had just everything from all across the board. You say, man, wasn't no year popping more than 88. You had Slick Rick. No, it was 88. I'm telling you, 88 was that year. 88 had all the hot joints. In 88, go back and look at all the shit that was out in 1988. It was man, everybody was out who was hot, classic shit in 88. Excuse me. Let's see who's on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hi, Tariq. This is Kayla from the Bay Area.
Hey, Kayla. How you doing, young lady?
I'm good. Thank you.
What's on your mind?
Okay, so a lot of times when I hear people try to defend racism, white supremacy, they use the argument that Africans sold black people into slavery first. So I was wondering if you could debunk that, and if you had any
let me do
sources.
that, dude. First of all, that's a bullshit argument. That's just like saying, well, the reason why so many black people in jail because other black people snitch on them. That's the exact same argument. And we know the snitches didn't create the prison industrial complex, and the African didn't create the transatlantic slave trade. Let's just be very clear. When the Europeans went over to Africa to enslave African people, they were going to take somebody on them boats. Let's be very clear. When they went to Africa with slave ships with holes and chains ready, somebody was getting in them damn boats. Let's just be very clear. So when they got there, they they said, okay, look, you can get in first, or you're going to help us get those people you're beefing in with. You're going to help us get them. And basically, under duress, you had African tribes who were beefing with other African tribes, assisting the Europeans, basically because they were going to get enslaved too, which they did, by the way. Which they did. Mm-hmm. These so-called Africans who sold other Africans, they got thrown in the same boat too. So let's just be very clear. Nobody got spared, really. So that's a bullshit argument that they like to make to try to tip out the room, act like the Europeans didn't have any responsibility. They knew exactly what they were going to Africa to do. They enslaved everybody when they went over there. They went over there and made all these little deals. There was no slave system set up in Africa before the Arabs and the Europeans. Let's just be very clear, because there was no need for a slave over there. What were they going to do with a slave over there? There was no slavery as we know it. You had warring tribes over there, and they would have war captives, and the war captives would be absorbed into the new tribe or to the new country. But it wasn't like, okay, you gonna work in the field, I'm gonna have sex with your wife and rape you and all. It wasn't none of that bullshit. And we talk about that in Hidden Colors 3, by the way. We went into that. Have you seen Hidden Colors 3 yet?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Yes,
I was
indeed.
there at the open screening.
Yes, indeed. So we touched on that, but don't let them try to get away with that argument about the Africans enslaved other Africans, because the thing is, the white supremacists, when they came over there, they basically made a deal and said, look, if you don't help us, we're going to throw you in jail too, basically. We're going to throw you under these slave ships, which is what they did anyway. So that's a real whack argument. And also, they didn't share the wealth with those Africans either. Since they like to talk about how Africans enslaved other Africans, the Europeans didn't share any wealth. They had to get on the boat. So they didn't share any wealth. So I always bring it back to the wealth. I don't give a damn about none of that. Who has the wealth now? Who has passed the wealth down now? The wealth has been passed down to the dominant white society now, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the wealth right now, not some African that you threw on a boat with me, because me and the African who sold me, we want our reparations. That's what I tell them.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. All
Bye-bye.
right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time right now. It is that time. Hold on, let me get on Let me get on my Facebook. Hold on one second. It's about time for a new episode of the Crispy Show. Hold on one second. Hold on. Let me put it up on Facebook. Hold on one second. Hold on. Live. Hold on. Episode of the Crispy. All right. So we're about to play a brand new episode of the Crispy Puppet Show. Let me put this on my Facebook and Twitter, because a lot of people have been asking about the Crispy Show. So Crispy has a little announcement, by the way. Because y'all know my Kickstarter, hold on, let me put it on Twitter. The Kickstarter campaign has been very successful for Hidden Colors 4. We got over $100,000 in just a little over a month. All right. The Kickstarter campaign has been very successful. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to play that in 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Y'all bear with me 1 second. I'm getting it together. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. All right. And so like I said, we're about to play a new episode of the Crispy Puppet Show. Now, again, we in here heavy. We got 1,500 people in here, so everybody's ready to look. All right. All right, Wretched, you out of here. All right. We got somebody trolling. You out of here, Wretched. Somebody's mad because Crispy's about to come on. But anyway, like I said, brand new Crispy episode. Now, Crispy, the puppet, he sees that my Kickstarter campaign is successful. So Crispy has a new crowdfunding campaign, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, here's a brand new episode of the Crispy Show.
You want to see a person who hates his race and you're looking high and low? Well, look no further, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Crispy Show.
What up, everybody? What up, everybody? It's your boy, Crispy, everybody. And I'm broadcasting live right here from my struggle ranch, everybody. Now, Crispy has a brand new project that I'm working on, everybody. And this project is for people who have suffered hair loss all their lives, everybody. Millions of people have suffered from hairline deprivation all their lives, everybody. And I'm here to let everybody know that hair loss is a problem that you should not suffer in silence with, everybody.
I have a brand new movie project that I'm working on right now, everybody. It's called Hairless America, everybody. And I need everybody to get involved with my project, everybody. Some of you might not know this, everybody, but when I take my hat off, everybody, my hairline looks like burnt up artificial football turf, everybody. My hairline is messed up, everybody. And my job is to help everybody overcome messed up hairlines, and that's what I'm trying to do with this movie, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. Anyway, everybody, other celebrities out here suffering from hairline deprivation as well, everybody. People like LeBron James, everybody. People like Flo Rida, everybody. People like Neo, everybody. People like Stephen A. Smith, everybody. These are all brothers in the hairline struggle, everybody. And they should not suffer in silence, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. My hairline looks like a clothes hanger that was used in an illegal abortion, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. Anyway, everybody, now I tried to do everything to fix my hairline, everybody. I even tried putting a relaxer on my hairline, everybody, but my scalp just ended up looking like a half-eaten German chocolate cake with the icing licked off, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. Sorry about that, everybody. Now, everybody, when I get the money, everybody, stop taking a piss back there, horsey. Stop peeing while I'm talking, horsey. Anyway, everybody, now I need $38,000, everybody, to get this movie done, everybody. Now, when I get this movie done, everybody, I promise not to trick it off on women overseas who are trying to get green cards, everybody. I promise not to get the money and go around the country flossing in other people's houses and fronting like it's mine, everybody. Now, when I get that money, everybody, I promise not to use that money to get hot wax hair removal treatment on my taint and rectal area, everybody. Now, I need all of you pro-black people out there, everybody, to help me get this movie done, everybody. All you pro-black people need to help me, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. Shut up, horsey. Anyway, everybody, now there are a lot of perks for contributing to my new movie, everybody. Now, if you donate to the movie, everybody, everybody's going to get a free Marshmallow Crispy Sexy Men's calendar, everybody, featuring your boy Crispy. So anyway, everybody, hairline deprivation is a problem that we shall not suffer in silence with, everybody. So donate, everybody. Crispy loves you, everybody.
So that's the Crispy. So Crispy has a new Kickstarter, well, not a Kickstarter, but a GoFundMe page, everybody. So Crispy has and guess what? The GoFundMe page is real. This is the GoFundMe page for this is real now. There's a real GoFundMe page because the Hairless America is going to be a real movie. That's going to be on YouTube. So you guys can actually go and donate to the movie. That's the link. Everybody share the link on your page right now. There's a page for... We're actually going to do... Go to the GoFundMe page. You can put this on your Twitter. There's a GoFundMe page right now for real. This is real now. Everybody share the link on your page. So there it is right now to the Hairless America movie, everybody. Please share this on your page so everybody can donate. Everybody here, donate a couple of dollars right now to the Hairless America movie. Everybody just donate a couple of dollars, just a couple of bucks. Donate right now to the Hairless America movie. For real, everybody donate to it. It's real. It's real. Everybody donate to the Hairless America. Let's get the numbers up on it. That is the link right there. Man, that is the link. Let me give y'all the YouTube. Let me give y'all the YouTube page for this video so y'all can share it on your page as well. This is the YouTube page. There you go, because, you know, the Crispy Puppet is at the struggle where everybody donate to the Hairless America project right now. Let's get the numbers up on that. That's the YouTube page right there. That's the Crispy Puppet YouTube page. That is the Crispy Puppet. Oh, the perk you get the Marshmallow Crispy Sexy Men's calendar. You'll get the calendar. So, and you gotta donate. Get the numbers up. We gotta get the numbers up on the GoFundMe page. We gotta get the numbers up. So everybody make just a couple of dollars if you can. Everybody donate to it now. We got what, $20 right now. Everybody donate more. There we go. Somebody just donated 20. Shout out to the person who donated. What's up, David Rose? David put in 20. David broke the ice. Shout out to my man David. He just donated 20. Shout out to my man David. Let's see who else. We're gonna have a telethon right now. Who else? Let's get it in. I'm gonna shout you out. You donate right now. I'm shouting you out. Donate now. I'll shout you out. And I'll play the YouTube video again later, by the way, before I get off the air. But Crispy's doing his thing. There you go. That's the GoFundMe page. Who else donated? Okay, we got somebody who... Jason Reed. Shout out to my man Jason. Jason said, let's fight baldness and support Crispy. Shout out to Jason Reed. We're going to have a Crispy-thon right now. We're having a Crispy-thon. Everybody donate. We're going to have a Crispy-thon right now, y'all. Because hairline deprivation is a problem that we all have to deal with. Let's see who's on the phone. Hey, what's up? Who's calling?
Hello.
Hey.
Is this Tariq?
This is Tariq. Who is this?
This is Marie from Michigan.
Hey, Marie from Michigan. How are you?
I'm okay. I have a little bit of a problem.
What's up? What's going on?
I just recently got fired from my job, and I could not deal with the racism that was going on. And I told my grandmother about it,
yeah.
And she's basically blaming me. She said I should have just shut up and just continued to work. And how do you deal with family members with this mindset?
I kind of feel Grandma to a certain degree. I feel her because basically what she's saying, and this is what I tell a lot of black people, whenever you work for people in the dominant society, sooner or later you might have to deal with some form of racism. So it's just like jumping from one plantation owner to another one, basically, until you're able to work for yourself. And that's the cost of working with those in the dominant society, man. There's just going to be racism there. Even if it's not them calling you names or saying little slick stuff, just through the hiring practices, which shows racism. For example, you'll be a black person at a job and everybody's treating you nice, but what happens is you're training people to end up being your supervisor. You never get into a position higher than where you are. You understand? Which that is a form of racism. So you're going to face some form of racism, unfortunately, when you work inside the dominant society or you work under the dominant society. So this is why it's important for us to be self-sufficient. Now, if you're working and the racism gets to the point where every day it's becoming insulting and it's just chipping away at you and you have to kind of hold yourself from snapping on somebody, that is a situation where you're going to have to get yourself out of, because you shouldn't be in a situation where you're just being stressful and stressed out every day. Now, what happened in your situation? Why'd you get fired? What happened?
I was the operator for a cab company, and I was the only black operator there.
Right.
And it's only one black cab driver, and it would be little things at first.
Right.
With the black managers, the white managers, for instance, we supposed to do a count before our shift ends. And all of a sudden, they all had a meeting one day And I walked in for work, and they said, "Well, we made a decision that we don't need you to count anymore. We're going to do the counting." And it went on from there. And then one of the managers would come in with a gun on his hip every day, and he would say little stuff like, "I'll be so glad when all of the niggers are gone, and it's just us." So it would just escalate.
Now, and let me stop there. Now, if you got a manager who's saying stuff like that, that's when you need to be recording him every day. Because, see, the problem is black folks sit up and endure this stuff until they get fired. And then you want to start pointing out stuff that you can't prove now. Because they're not going to say, hey, I don't know what this person, they're going to act like they don't know what you're talking about. But when you got people at your job doing little stuff like this, you got to start recording them. And you start, shit, if they fire you, then you hit them in the pockets. Then you get that civil suit or whatever, because there was some brothers down, I think in Memphis, who did that. They were working for a company, and they had a white supervisor, and the supervisor just kept making these racist remarks, and these brothers taped his ass. And then I think after they got fired, they dropped the hammer, and they got them some paper. So y'all got to be smart about that stuff if you got people out there making little slick comments and all this shit, and not wait until you get fired. Because if they're saying slick stuff, that's a good thing. Just document it, because now you about to come up. Let them be racist. Don't check them. Let them keep talking. Just sit there and grin, and then hit them in their pockets when it's time to hit them in the pocket. You got to be strategic, and we got to stop being emotional around white supremacists. When I'm around white supremacists, I get into logic mode. We got to start getting into logic mode with these people. You feel me?
Okay.
There you go. Thank you for the call, sister.
Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, we got to just stop being emotional, man. We got to get logical with people, man. We got to get real logical and smart with people. Yes, indeed. All right, we're at $85 with the Crispy-thon right now, family. We're at $85 with the Crispy-thon. Yes, indeed. Now, tonight's show ain't going to be too long because there's a lot of stuff I want to watch on television. And plus, I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I got to get... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're getting it up right now. We almost at $100 right now on the Crispy-thon. Hold on, let me shout some people out who donated to the Crispy-thon. Sam Bayer. I can hear your hairline falling from a mile away. We got H-Cube. He said, I too struggle from hairline deprivation. Sadiq Taylor, buyingblack.com supports the fight against hairline deprivation. And that's another thing. You can post comments after you donate. So a lot of people, if you got websites, just make a small donation and shout your website out on the Crispy-thon page. So we got Jason, we got Knox. So yeah, Tayon Demiers. There you go. So everybody put in a couple of bucks right now on the Crispy-thon. You dig? Oh yeah, we're over $100 right now on the Crispy-thon. Oh, this is not a joke. That movie's going to get done. We're going to do the Crispy movie. The Hairless American, the movie's going to be about the Crispy puppet not doing a movie. That's what the movie's going to be about. It's going to be about him coming up with a bunch of excuses to not do the movie. That's the movie. That's what the movie's going to be about. So he's going to go through a whole bunch of different adventures of him coming up with ways to not do the movie he said he was going to do. That's the movie. Man, what's up, Deeper? What's up, Ola? So the movie is going to be about the Crispy puppet getting to... It's all types of shit happening to him that's stopping him from doing the movie. He's going to get kidnapped. He's going to get initiated into a gang. He's going to get sodomized in prison. All types of stuff that's going to stop him from doing the movie. He's going to come... The movie's going to be stupid as hell. He's going to come up with $1 million. That's going to be the actual movie. We're at 150. We got it popping. Anonymous Charles Johnson said he put $20 toward a weave. We got Sean Barnett. We got All the players donating. Let's get it in with the Crispy movie right now. Yes, indeed. All right, like I said, I'm not going to be on too long. I got a lot of stuff to do. I'm about to end the show in a minute. So before I go, I'm going to play the Crispy YouTube one more time. So let me play that now because I'm about to go. How many people we got in the room? Let me see how many people we got in the room. Oh, we in here heavy still. We're in here heavy. All right, let me play. I'll play that in a minute. Let me get another call. Let's get some more calls in. The phone number is 818-850-5404. That's the number. 818-850-5404. That's the number. Ladies and gentlemen. And still donate to the Hidden Colors 4 campaign, by the way. Still donate to the Hidden Colors 4 campaign. Don't forget that. All right, let me play the Crispy. For those who just came in the room, if you haven't seen it, I'll play it one more time. This is the Crispy episode for his crowd fund. Here it is. Hold on.
You want to see a person who hates his race and you're looking high and low? Well, look no further, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Crispy Show. What up, everybody? What up, everybody? It's your boy, Crispy, everybody. And I'm broadcasting live right here from my struggle ranch, everybody. Now, Crispy has a brand new project that I'm working on, everybody. And this project is for people who have suffered hair loss all their lives, everybody. Millions of people have suffered from hairline deprivation all their lives, everybody. And I'm here to let everybody know that hair loss is a problem that you should not suffer in silence with, everybody. I have a brand new movie project that I'm working on right now, everybody. It's called Hairless America, everybody. And I need everybody to get involved with my project, everybody. Some of you might not know this, everybody. But when I take my hat off, everybody, my hairline looks like burnt up artificial football turf, everybody. My hairline is messed up, everybody. And my job is to help everybody overcome messed up hairlines. And that's what I'm trying to do with this movie, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. Anyway, everybody, other celebrities out here suffering from hairline deprivation as well, everybody. People like LeBron James, everybody. People like Flo Rida, everybody. People like Neo, everybody. People like Stephen A. Smith, everybody. These are all brothers in the hairline struggle, everybody. And they should not suffer in silence, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. My hairline looks like a clothes hanger that was used in an illegal abortion, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. Anyway, everybody. Now, I tried to do everything to fix my hairline, everybody. I even tried putting a relaxer on my hairline, everybody. But my scalp just ended up looking like a half-eaten German chocolate cake with the icing licked off, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. Sorry about that, everybody. Now, everybody, when I get the money, everybody, stop taking a piss back there, horsey. Stop peeing while I'm talking, horsey. Anyway, everybody, now I need $38,000, everybody, to get this movie done, everybody. Now, when I get this movie done, everybody, I promise not to trick it off on women overseas who are trying to get green cards, everybody. I promise not to get the money and go around the country flossing in other people's houses and fronting like it's mine, everybody. Now, when I get that money, everybody, I promise not to use that money to get hot wax hair removal treatment on my taint and rectal area, everybody. Now, I need all of you pro-black people out there, everybody, to help me get this movie done, everybody. All you pro-black people need to help me, everybody. Shut up back there, horsey. Shut up, horsey. Anyway, everybody, now there are a lot of perks for contributing to my new movie, everybody. Now, if you donate to the movie, everybody's going to get a free Marshmallow Crispy Sexy Men's calendar, everybody, featuring your boy Crispy. So anyway, everybody, hairline deprivation is a problem that we shall not suffer in silence with, everybody. So donate, everybody. Crispy loves you, everybody.
There you go. That is the Crispy episode, everybody. Now, where we at on the GoFundMe, man? We're doing good on GoFundMe already. We got almost $300 on GoFundMe, so a lot of folks want to see Hairless America right now. We got almost $300 so far. So we're doing good on the... We're doing good on the Crispy-thon right now. So everybody share it on your page, family. Share it on your page. The Crispy GoFundMe Hairless America Project, family. We're going to get it popping. Anyway, let me get up out of here, man. I got to go get my son ready for sleep because he got to go to school in the morning. But, yo, it's been real, family. We've been chopping it up, man. So don't forget, join me in London. I'll be in London next week. Ladies and gentlemen, go to backtoblackempire.com. Go to hiddencolorsfilm.com to contribute to Hidden Colors 4. We're doing good with Hidden Colors 4. We got 9 days left. And I will holler at you guys next week. Peace.